I got my little lunchtime right now. Today's slow. Time is flying. Barely. Um, just happy to be on break. Today is February 25th, 2021. We still got 3 more days to Black History Month. You know, I was supposed to spend the whole month talking nothing but black. But truth be told, I spoke enough about black, and every subject there was some kind of black attached to it. You feel me? So it is what it is. Yeah, I'm not tired. I'm bored. I am bored. But I got 20 minutes with y'all. Is it? Yeah, exactly 20 minutes. What's there to talk about? Yeah, it's a short month, so you got a short month, like what do you call February? Rent is around the corner type of shit. You gotta pay bills, so I decided to do most of that shit this week. Well, today actually, I had to get my shit together and get ready for next month. This month is basically over. It was over before it started because it was so short. It's like a whole. It's not really that short. It's only 28 days, but the pay stuff don't add up. You feel me? You miss like a whole week worth of paycheck in the month of February. So taking care of your own bills sometimes, yeah, that shit different. I can understand that. It is. It's different. You know what I mean? I gotta find a way to minimize how much money is coming out of my check. I think I got too much money coming out of my check, and still be able to save. Word up. Half a whole way. But gross pay be like, nah, that's too much info. Yeah, go talk it again. Yeah, I'm very private about certain things. Sometimes I just don't think, but then sometimes the thinking just kicks in. You know that? So, niggas is gay. Who does that? Anyway, word up. I don't really have a subject today pertaining to Black History Month. We got 3 more days, I think. Look at the calendar. Calendar. It's most definitely got 3 more days. Nigga. Oh yeah. And 3 more days to the month ends. Yeah. Sad, but it's true. It's not that much of a short month to tell the truth. Like any other month. Honestly. It's just not equaling up to any other month. But shout out to Black History Month. Every month is Black History for us, to tell the truth. Um, you already know about the individuals that have passed away that we celebrate. I want us to also celebrate the people who are alive, you know what I mean, that are doing tremendous things in our community. Let's not wait until they passed away for us to celebrate them in any form or shape. I feel like we need to just give people their roses right now. People feel comfortable in acknowledging someone when they passed away, but feel compelled. They do not feel compelled to do so when they're alive. That's some hate shit. Like they got so much pride that they can't give you your roses while you're here, but when you die, they feel better now to give you your roses and everything else like that. That's something that you got to beat out of you. You feel me? It's a bad habit. Sometimes all it takes is one acknowledgement, then you feel better about it. It's not as bad as you think it's going to be. You feel me? Then from there, it becomes a habit. That's all. Like, there's no need for you to hate on the next person. Some people be feeling like they're better than you because they got something in possession that you don't have, and it's kind of sad because if you lose that thing, then you become what? Feel me? You got to place your value in something higher than yourself. Like, stop placing your values in cars. Stop placing your values in chains. Stop placing your values in your money. You know what I mean? There's so much more to it than that. I'm just saying. There's so much more to that. Feel me? You gotta place your value in something way better than yourself. Place your value in me. Let me stop. Place your value in yourself, man. You feel me? Whatever comes along, remind you you are bigger than whatever you have possession of. You feel me? Just like you are, it'll be is the equivalent of the values that we think are valuable, like cars, money, clothes, and everything else like that, is the equivalent of the sun and the planets are rotating around the sun, or a moon that is rotating around the planet. You feel me? So your values, like the things that you think are your values, like cars, clothes, and everything else, will be the planets. Yeah, they there to help you out and everything else like that. But you are the sun. You bigger than these things. The only reason why orbiting around you is because of your pull. You feel me? You can pull anything in. You can pull anything to replace them. You can even crash them together if you want to. Eventually, they're gonna fall right into you. So, what is your value itself? Huh? Your value is you. The sun is more valuable than all these other planets because it can always make well, not always make another one, but it can always one does not champion the other. That's basically what I'm trying to say. You feel me? There's only one unique Earth, but apart from that, Earth is still labeled as a planet. You feel me? If you was to compare it in that sense, so your values cannot just be based on how like things that are not really worth talking about. You feel me? We just gotta place our values in a different place. Like I don't know how I started here, but I'm just saying these are, and it's not particularly, it's not directed at somebody or a group of people or anything else like that. I'm just speaking about things that I see every day in my life and everything else like that, and how people place their value on things, and when they lose these things, it's like they're empty now, and I'm like, damn, like don't you know that you strong enough to have created that and you made it a value? Don't you know you can make something else a value? That you stop forgetting about the person. The power is you. You feel me? You are the one that made the car the value, and you bought the car and you brought it into your life. Feel me? All right, so you lost the car and you lost this, you lost that. All right, come on. You can always make something else. You probably can get a better car than that. You can do something. You feel me? So I'm saying place the value in yourself. You are the value. You are the high. You are the highest price. You feel me? So don't feel like just because you have a good car today, you better than somebody. Well, how about if somebody has a better car than you? Is that person better than you? Because we just going on your evaluation, right? It's like I could be walking on the sidewalk and somebody feel like they're better than me because they're in a car. Then right behind them, there's a car that's more expensive and that looks way better than their car. So I'm looking like, okay, you might be better than me according to your evaluation on things, but a person behind you is better than you. Then he's better than you and I. Then another car is gonna pass by that's more expensive than that nigga car. You feel me? Shit like that. Then it keeps going. So you acknowledging that there's somebody out there that's better than you. You know what I mean? Is that what you want to acknowledge? I was always in a position when I read the books, quote unquote, when I read the books. That was a long time ago. When I read the books of Malcolm X and everything else like that, like I said, I saw myself in them and I felt like I could be them. I didn't see them as like, oh, this is Jesus. Even when I read Jesus Christ, I felt like I could be Jesus Christ. I said I could be that figure in somebody's life. You feel me? I didn't see them as something that was untouchable. I saw them as they was encouraging us that we could do something better or we could do more than they are. You feel me? They was setting the cornerstone for us to build something onto it. So I'm like, alright, cool, cool. Like this is how I saw them. You feel me? And that's what Black History Month should be about. Black History Month should be about us celebrating ourselves first and foremost. If you're doing something with yourself, you feel me? Regardless of what stage you are in, remember, the stage that you are in is important to your beginning. So never look down upon yourself and look at somebody else and be like, damn, Angela Yee got shout out to Angela Yee. She got she got a lot of businesses. She got this. She got that going on. She has to put in the work, and she's in a place where she's at. You feel me? So it's like you just gotta look at your situation and see what you can fix within that time. But always celebrate your progress. Give yourself praise and move on to the next stage. And that's that. Like, feel me? That's my advice to just Black History Month and everything else. Just know that every color came from black. Like you are that powerful. The other day I said something that was actually I was rewatching my video and I said the only reason why other races are even acknowledged is because there is something called black. You feel me? Because truth be told, every other race, if you was to look at it, all of them have the same complexion in some form of fashion. You feel me? But they illuminate around the same kind of complexion. Some a little lighter, some a little dark, some a little lighter. But if you take a look at the black man or the black woman themselves at its highest spectrum or frequency or vibration, if you just take a look, wow, these niggas be bugging out, bro. I'm just talking colors over here. Calm down, hoe ass nigga. I, you know what's crazy about it? When I watch my videos, you don't hear the other sounds that they make. You don't see how bad it is sometimes. It affects the noise, and I can't even. But anyway, if you take the look at the black woman and the black man, and when I say highest frequency or high vibration, I'm talking about the color, the spectrum of it all. If you take a look at them, there's no other being that looks or that can create that being, which meaning no other culture that is not black can create another black person. But yet we have proven to be able to create all other cultures. Even just a black man and black woman can create something that is totally opposite of them. You feel me? Which is just a fact. Or we could get with another culture and totally annihilate that complexion. Even our complexion is diluted, but at the same time, the kid always is a lighter version of what we are. It never gets back to what it used to be on the other color spectrum. So that in itself tells you how powerful you are as an individual. You feel me? It's nothing for anybody else to take it and be like, it's offensive, or to be like, this is empowering. That means that I can step over you. No, no, it doesn't mean nothing like that. It just means that you have you have something in your possession that you can place your value in, knowing that, oh, Lord have mercy, fool, where is he? He don't know whether he's going or coming. I don't want to show him that. Which means, let me see. I got a few more minutes to talk to you. We gonna wait until he pass. Uh, He just he's homo. He just wanted me to look at him while he ride on a bike. He wanna. I mean, anyway. So just being black, right? You have to understand. This is just for my closure for Black History Month. You have to understand that just looking at it from that point of view, you feel me? The only reason why you can see it for yourself, like I was saying, like you can look into society. You feel me? The other closest race that come close to us will be Indians. Like I'm talking about people from India, not Native Americans, because Native Americans, even the modern day Native Americans, still got like a very light complexion. If you look at the Asians, except for Indonesians, they have a very light complexion. If you go to, Europe, light complexion. The only other group, yeah, that would probably be like Indians or Middle Easterns. And some of the Middle Easterns is kind of shaky. Feel me? But when it comes to our color, like my color itself, I've seen I've seen Indians as dark as me, but they just got the Indian features and the hair and everything else, which is kind of spooky. And I'm like, damn, this nigga look. It was weird. Like I never seen nobody like that before. It's different. He was dark like me, but he was Indian, and I'm looking at him like, very interesting. Of course, that was around the time I was working at Home Depot. I couldn't resist but just talk to him. We started talking, we chopping it up. I'm like, where you from? I know where you from, but it's like, yo, what's the background to you? And she was like, hey, my mother and my father was Indian. And I'm like, that's crazy. Like, you really got a nice complexion. And he was like, yeah, but he faced discrimination where he's usually from, cause they. And I'm like, that's kind of crazy. Like, like you like a diamond in the rough and stuff. You would think I was getting, well, I kept on giving him compliments and shit, because I've never seen it that dark like me, but Indian with his hair being like in a permanent state of mind and everything else like that. So basically, what I'm saying, they probably the closest race to us when it comes to complexion wise, but not all of them. I'm talking about the majority. We are, when you look at the black race, you can see that, yeah, like you go to Africa or African Americans, so you go to Caribbeans, you feel me? And you look at the complexion, that the radius of that spectrum of color itself. Now, I mean, it can't even be a spectrum. It's above spectrum. The black is above spectrum. It's the breaking down of the black that gives it a white light to give it a spectrum of light. You feel me? So we at the highest frequency when it comes to our complexion and everything else like that. So place your values in that. Place your value that whatever you put your mind into, you feel me? You can do it. Whatever. You place your value, no matter what the obstacles are. You feel me? I know, it's hard out there for a pimp sometimes. I know. These hoes don't want to work sometimes, I know, but whatever you put, I'm making a joke out of it. I'm come back. Whatever you put your value in, that's what you will get. Like you can basically, as holding that kind of complexion, you can make anything happen, no matter how many obstacles in your way. There's nothing in this world that is made that cannot that can. There's nothing in this world that is made, that is living, that is organic, that was not made out of black. Everything, which they call carbon. You feel me? That, that black substance, that shit blacker than me. There's nothing in this world. I'm talking about from plants, birds, the soil, every metals, everything. It it has that carbon in there. Carbon. We humans are carbon 12. Some other carbons are carbon 6. I think plants are like carbon 6 or 8. Like there's different blackness and a different frequency to it that which makes it what it is. But when you go to the nucleus of it, at the bottom of it, it's just nothing but just pure black. And black is what gives everything that we see as we see it today. You feel me? I'm about to go back in. So for the Black History Month, don't look down upon yourself as a black man or black woman. Just know that you are greater than what they're telling you. You know what I mean? I know sometimes the obstacles are great. You feel me? Everybody, like I said, everybody has some kind of black in them. But because you cannot be alive without the carbon. Every living thing, including humans, whether you white, black, blue. So it's just that some of us have more than others. You know what I mean? There's different levels of this spectrums within us itself, and some people hold more carbon than others. You feel me? It's just that when it comes to the biggest organ on our skin, on our body, which is the skin itself, we are, blessed and rich with this carbon, and which are black people. You feel me? So I know other people be talking about you have carbon in all parts. You could do the research yourself, which is AKA called melanin. You feel me? But when you look at the biggest organ, what is the biggest organ on the human body? It's the skin itself. So if I have the most carbon on my skin, what does that tell you? Anyway, um, it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm better than you. It just means that I'm highly favored. It means that somebody cheated for my black guy. Somebody just put a little too much paint on it. You feel me? But it's all good. Don't be mad at me. I didn't even choose it. They gave it to me. Anyway, so I'm about to go in. Still love you. It's all love, man. Don't compete against me. Y'all niggas is too funny. Your insecurity makes me laugh. But I'm about to go in. You know how that go. I'll holler at you later. Place your value in something. Just self education. Once you educate yourself a little bit, it's not too many things that can make you sad. You feel me? And that's just that.